Hi, friends.
Hi.
Robbie, excuse me, first of all, my name is Matthew Swanson. I am an author.
Wait.
What?
Is this on the agenda?
I don't know. Let's see.
Extremely official greetings and content preview.
I read a blog post about how to host an effective live show. I didn't really.
Oh.
I didn't. I imagined what a blog post would be like, and I was like, it would be disorienting if we just showed up and started talking without saying, my name is Matthew Swanson, and I am an author. I also don't want to say it in any but the most official and resonant voice, as if this were a radio program, and you were sitting at home on your couch, listening to my voice, booming across the living room. What?
These children don't even know what a radio is.
I guess that's true. What's your name? Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
You'll just have to guess.
Her name is Robbie Bear. She's an illustrator. She's my wife. So you know all the things there are to know now. You understand everything about us, and therefore everything we say.
You can just leave.
You have context for any comment we might make. You're like, oh, they're married. That's all you need to know. And she's an illustrator, and she's the reluctant one. She doesn't want to explain things to me. She doesn't want me to understand. She doesn't love clarity. Now you know everything about Robbie.
That's pretty much.
Let's see what's next.
Sums it up.
Robbie
defines the word jejune, and uses it in a sentence.
So one of my favorite words that I will never ever use, speaking or in writing, is jejune. It is a word that exists, but I think should not. Or it's allowed to exist, but it never should be uttered, because using the word jejune makes you sound...
Wait, I'm going to teach you a different word.
All right, tell us.
Pretentious.
Pretentious. There you go. Now, we're making a judgment. Perhaps,
That's true.
Perhaps you are someone who uses the word jejune, and if you do, I bet you use it with such authenticity and grace.
Yes.
I should say that I have not figured out a way to use the word jejune in any way.
Without sounding pretentious.
So please, tell us what both of those words mean.
So pretentious means a little bit hoity-toity.
Full of yourself.
Full of yourself.
Thinking you're pretty special.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
We all do that sometimes.
Yeah.
It happens.
Including both of us.
And probably sometimes,
All
probably
the time.
several times since this program
I think
began.
even just saying that jejune is a pretentious word is a pretentious
Is a pretentious
thing to say.
claim. So I am trying to model for you.
Yes, we're showing you what being pretentious is all about.
When did jejune enter into your consciousness, Robbie?
Okay, so when I was a freshman...
You still haven't said what it means, for what it's worth. But I'm asking you lots of questions at once.
Yes.
Okay.
I will give you my story about jejune first.
Which will lead us right into comprehension.
Yes. When I was a freshman in college...
Yes.
I signed up for a slightly advanced philosophy class because I had been in Germany, and it was a German philosophy class, and I thought, I know German stuff. I've been there for a year.
Was that a
for
kind
the
of
last year.
pretentious decision?
It was a little bit of a pretentious decision as a freshman to be taking an upper level philosophy class on German philosophers.
Right.
And the first day that I was in class, it was all upperclassmen.
This means older kids.
Older kids who
about
had
to
been
graduate.
Taking philosophy for the last several years.
And what happened?
And somebody said something about something being jejune, and I said, I gotta drop this class and start at the beginning, my
Because Robbie
friends.
didn't even know what they were talking about.
It was like they were speaking a whole different language. I didn't know what anybody was talking about.
What does it mean?
It means sort of, not youthful. It means immature, childish.
Foolish.
Jejune.
Without depth. And yes.
Now, had they said childish, I would have known what they were saying. But because they were talking about German philosophy, they had to use the word jejune instead.
Here's your homework. Act pretentious by using the word jejune at dinner tonight.
Yes.
And see what your family thinks.
You can
see how
say-
they look at you.
You could say, Jasper is being so jejune today.
If Jasper comes to your house, especially.
I don't even know. Can it apply to people?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
It can be applied to behavior or things that one says.
I thought it just applied to texts.
In a German philosophy class?
Philosophy
I think
class.
this has been a bit of a digression, but I hope you've learned some words.
All right. You guys are all telling jokes over there in the sidebar
Here we
instead
go.
of learning
We want
about
to
jejune.
teach you words. It will help make
Yes.
your brain more magnificent than it already is. Theme song. I bet El Puppy thought I wasn't going to play the theme song.
Roscoe was already...
Sorry,
I
Roscoe.
think that's E1.
You do?
Is upset about...
E1 has a stage
He
name?
has a vested interest.
Well, then don't betray his identity.
All right.
All right. On your marks. Get set. Drew!
The Robbie and Matthew, the Robbie and Matthew Show.
I think think I landed it.
I didn't get it.
I think I landed it that time.
I didn't
I'm getting
get
a little bit closer to understanding the magic behind Drew's mind.
All right.
You know what we didn't do in the last show?
What?
We didn't pressure Drew publicly to create an outro music. If
song.
anyone here knows Drew, let him know that we are impatiently waiting for our outro theme song, but that we love him regardless.
Oh, how do you spell jejune?
Jejune.
I don't think that's true. Did you look it up before you wrote that, Matthew? Because the interesting thing is, the word jeune in French, Jeune, means young. And that's probably where it comes from, jejune. So, Matthew's looking it up.
Boo, boo, boo. This is boring for everybody, Robbie. You just something...
He started off by spelling it Jehoon.
I have 3 times typed it into Jejune.
Apparently Jejune is not even a word. Oh. I can't see that.
It's correct, Jejune.
Oh, then maybe it has nothing to do with the French word.
We are going to move on to things that our audience cares about. Right now we are being indulgent, which is another word.
Yes.
Self-indulgent. We're just enjoying the sound of our own voices echoing off of the
Not
screen.
Not even paying attention to what you guys
Theme song.
You guys are telling.
What does that say?
Remind everyone about the fun that is No Plan Saturday.
All right, No Plan Saturday. Tomorrow, guys, there's no plan, no rules, no limits, no restrictions. Show up in your PJs. We're going to have a good old time.
We're just going to hang out.
Yeah. And you can bring questions about anything. You can bring whatever vocabulary words you love. Oh, what's this?
Matthew encourages everyone to collect jokes for No Plan Saturday.
Bring jokes.
There's so many jokes already over here. Robbie complains that Matthew's request is a plan and therefore against the rules. Exactly. Robbie places Matthew in detention. Ha! I'm glad you predicted that.
Am I in detention?
You are in detention until tomorrow when you have to tell all the jokes.
What is my punishment? What do I have to do while being in detention?
Ooh.
Yeah, what am I supposed to do? These guys had to do something when they were in detention.
Yes, I think you have to write a book about an elephant on a skateboard, a short story about an elephant on a skateboard, because Augie has already illustrated it.
I mean, by tomorrow? Mm-hmm. All right, I will write a short story about an elephant on a skateboard by tomorrow. Just keep in mind, short story might be the elephant was on the skateboard, the end.
That's
Do you want to put any more restrictions on me?
That's a short story, no.
Okay, fair enough. All right,
there's a quick note. Drew will be doing a Facebook concert on Monday, 3/4/20.
Oh my gosh.
So
wait, that's
Monday
tomorrow.
It's not 3/4.
So find out which of those things is right and which is wrong.
Yes.
We would love to promote that concert.
Yes.
Please find out exactly if it's on Monday or whether it's tomorrow. Okay, because tomorrow is the 4th, I believe.
Yes,
okay.
tomorrow is the 4th.
All right. So what do we say? El Puppy cheers.
El
Puppy cheers. Matthew's being put in detention. That's what I predict. I bet that's what's happening. I bet she's making fist bumps and
Now El Puppy is saying, come on, read the book, for goodness sake.
Matthew reads the entirety of chapter... that's supposed to say 15 of The Real McCoys. Because chapter 15 is the final chapter, you guys. Somebody yesterday asked, will Matthew ever read again? Yes. Matthew wants to storm back into relevance at the last minute and read the final chapter of The Real McCoys before tomorrow's day of no structure. And then, you guys, on Sunday, we will begin book 2. What is it called? Two's a Crowd. I almost read you the name of book 3. All right. Chapter 15, the final chapter. Seriously, why is January? All right, here we go. After dinner that night, I call Mom and tell her about everything that happened today. Wow, she says. Just your average day, I say, though both of us know that's not quite true. How's Milton? Doing pretty good, I think. How about you? Never better. It's only then that Mom tells me her news, that just this morning she found the bug with the shiny green poop. Wow, I say. I'm going to call it Slim. I like that, I say. Does this mean... Yep, she says. I'll be home the day after tomorrow. I'd say something else, but I might be crying just a little. I love you, she says. I say it back. Before I go to bed, I go to my bookshelf and I pull down a book I haven't read in a long time. Volume 1, Meet Annabelle Adams. It's where... I'm actually getting a little choked up. That's the problem with Matthew reading the end of the book. It's where Annabelle encounters her first mystery and discovers that she's a detective and makes a few mistakes along the way, but catches the bad guy at the end. It's probably my favorite book in the entire world. I carry it down the hall to Milton's room, but he's still in the bathroom brushing his teeth. I leave the book on his pillow and head back to my room. If we're going to join forces, he has some reading to do. I sit by my window. Flurries are starting to fall. I pull out my notebook and look at the questions I wrote in the middle of the night. They remind me of Maud, but they make me think of Emily. I realized I never asked Emily whether she knows how to ride a unicycle, but suddenly the answer doesn't seem important. I take out a thick black marker and cross out all 4 questions. Right underneath, I start a new list. Question.
There are tears in Matthew's eyes.
Question 1. Why is January? It's totally pretentious to cry when you're reading your own book. It might also be June. I plan to ask Emily the next time I see her. Whatever her answer turns out to be, I'm pretty sure it will be 11 times more interesting than whatever I'd come up with on my own. I reach for the shelf and grab Volume 58. What happens next? It's the last book in the series, the last time we hear from Annabelle Adams. As the story begins, Annabelle is straddling 2 motorcycles that are roaring along on either side of an extremely narrow canyon that's just about to get a lot wider. It ends with Annabelle getting knighted by the Queen of England and trying to decide whether to keep on solving mysteries or to retire and spend the rest of her life appearing on talk shows and waving from parade floats. Her wrist is starting to hurt from signing so many autographs, but her heart continues to ache from the injustice she sees every time she opens her eyes. Which does she choose? The book doesn't say, but I know. Annabelle goes on and on, because solving problems is in her bones, because the world needs people like her and me, and Milton. I walk down the hall to my brother's room. He's busy reading. This is good stuff. I'm trying to do it like you.
Good work. Yeah. Smells good.
I'm glad you like it. I had fun today. Me too. We should do it again sometime. I was hoping you'd say that. I reach into my pocket and take out the M&M Incorporated pin that Maud left behind when she moved to California. I pin it onto Milton's pajamas. It looks so official, he says, getting up and walking over to look at himself in the mirror. That's because it is, I say. It's the real deal, just like you. Milton gives me a little smile and then returns to his reading. I head back to my room. Tomorrow is the first day of winter vacation. If past years are any indication, Milton and I will have our work cut out for us. Missing sleds, mysterious snowballs, troublesome visiting cousins. The town will need detectives like M&M Incorporated to be at full strength. And so I turn off my reading lamp. But just down the hallway, I can see that Milton's is still burning bright.
The end.
Do we have the official debrief in here? Should I read those questions?
Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
Okay. I'm going to read you guys some questions.
Oh, good.
It's not on the agenda, but it is. I can post these later.
It's in the book.
These are the study questions that we wrote. Oh, my goodness. These are the study questions that we wrote. Oh. Robbie, it's not cool to laugh at someone else's emotions.
It's not cool to get emotional at your own book.
Well, if I've done my job well, here's advice that they give you as a writer. Mm-hmm. Write what you would like to be reading yourself. Don't write the way some other. Write to delight yourself. Write to inflame your own sensibilities. Write to touch your own heart. And I think it's probably appropriate that if I'm reading a book that I wrote and believe in, that I feel those emotions.
I'm actually delighted that you are moved by your own book.
Well, I like the endings to kind of hit you in the
Yeah, they do hit you in the heart.
So, anyway, they hit me in the heart. All right, so Moxie's official debrief. You guys, you can think about these questions. Maybe you can answer some of them. We'll see. As Annabelle Adams will tell you, every great detective learns from her mistakes. And so, at the end of every case, I like to look back and see what I did right and what I could have done better. If you would be willing to help me think through these questions, I would surely appreciate it. Question 1. What mistakes did I make throughout the day? What should I do to keep from making them again? And you guys can go back and listen to these later if you want to discuss them amongst yourselves or with...
Do all of the books have these questions at the end?
No, they don't. There wasn't room in all of the books. So I'll come up with some questions for us to discuss. Question number 2.
I feel like there's so many questions here. I don't know if we should do them all.
Should we maybe do this on Sunday?
Yes.
All right, so tomorrow is going to be fun, and Sunday is going to be hard-hitting questions.
Yeah,
all
we're
right?
going to ask you some questions.
And then we'll start the new book
McCoys.
on Monday, which is better because people might miss Sunday.
Might not be able to do
We
Sundays.
shouldn't have told them it's going to be a hard-hitting discussion. You know what? I'm going to post these questions in advance. I'll post these questions so you guys can look at them.
Where are we going to post them?
We're going to post a link.
Maybe in the description of this?
Yeah. I'll post the questions on the YouTube description of this, and you guys can think about them, and we'll talk about them on Sunday.
Matthew, we have, I don't know what's happening next, but we have so many jokes that are happening in the sidebar.
I think that the people have
Several
spoken,
questions.
and they want to, the 2 agenda items that remain, we will look at them together.
Good.
We answer your questions, jokes, and etc. So, throw it all, everything you got, throw it at us. We're going to handle, we have more than 10 minutes left. So I hope you got plenty to bring, because we're here taking it.
There are so many jokes.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Oh, and I think that El Puppy emailed me some jokes. Should we dispense with the emailed ones first? Or do you think?
Yes, but El Puppy also wrote several jokes.
This is a chance for you to be the joke. Okay?
I'm not as good at this as you are, but okay.
What Robbie just did was compare herself unfavorably to someone else, which we do not want you to do. You are you. You are good enough. You have your own set of virtues. Don't compare yourself to others because it doesn't matter. It's immaterial. You are your own person. You are great. Believe in the things that are great about you. And to heck with whatever comparisons might exist between.
That is true, but there is a but. If you are working with somebody,
about butts on this show. All right,
if you are working with somebody, and that person is better at certain things than you are, then you should work to your strengths and let the other person work to their strengths.
That's good advice, but I would like to change one word. It's not that they're better at it. It's that they're more experienced at it, or they're more comfortable at it, or they're more inclined to succeed at it. Better sounds like a value judgment. Let's frame it in a different way so that feelings aren't hurt.
Better actually describes how you are at it.
But Robbie's being more efficient and a little bit meaner. But that's exactly how it always is. All right, the El Puppy says to me, she says to you, hey, Robbie. She says, hey, Robbie.
Hi.
What starts with a P and ends with an E and has 1,000,000 letters in it? What starts with a P and ends with an E and has 1,000,000 letters in it? Never gonna guess in a million years. You could try.
1,000,000 letters.
No, Robbie, that was not correct.
The word.
I think El Puppy's estimation of you is dropping by the minute. El Puppy's gonna come over to the Matthew camp.
Starts with a P.
Yeah.
Has 1,000,000 letters in it.
And ends with an E. I'm going to tell so we can move forward.
No.
It is a post office. It starts with a P, ends with an E. A post office.
That's a good one.
That is good, El Pups.
Yes.
Can I call you El Pups now that we're pals?
No.
All right. What's a polar bear's favorite dessert?
Ice cream.
I don't understand this joke. What's a polar bear's favorite dessert? Ice Krispie.
Oh, like Rice Krispies, but Ice Krispie.
Oh, okay, I understand now. I'm sorry. I need Robbie to sometimes finish my thoughts and clarify my misunderstandings. What does a cat do when he wants popcorn in the middle of a movie? What does a cat do when he wants popcorn in the middle of the movie? Or if he needs to go to the bathroom in the middle of a movie? Or if he needs to go in the other room and check on the status of his fish tank? What
He says, pardon me, I have to get up.
Ooh, no. No. It's not, I'm going to whisk away for a second. That's not it.
Does it have to do with meows?
No, it does not. I'm going to say,
all right.
He presses the pause button. P-A-W-S, pause button. All right, this concludes the El Puppy jokes I have here. El Puppy also sent the definition of shellfish, but I think we cleared that up yesterday.
Oh, look.
What?
El Puppy also did all those things on the sidebar.
Thank you for the redundancy, El Puppy. That is a good way to make sure we get your message. Yes. All right, yes. But I appreciate you writing me an email because we're pals. Because we're pals, I appreciate that. Did she send it to me or did she send it to... She sent it to you, too.
All right.
There's nothing
Maeve
about
is happy that we called her sassy.
Well, I don't know if you're sassy, Maeve. I don't want to... She's happy about it?
Yeah.
Well, I meant to then. I meant to call you sassy.
Look at this.
What do we have? What?
A pill bug is an armadillididae. Armadillididae?
Well, I wish we knew how to pronounce that for sure.
That is a good word, you guys. If you can look in your sidebar, armadillididae. Armadillo-diddy.
Armadillo-diddy? I want it to be pronounced that way, even if it's not.
Yes. Okay.
Here's a joke. I didn't look at, but it has a funny word in it.
What do you call a person who only farts in private?
A person who only farts in private a solitude.
Oh.
Someone who prefers solitude.
That was good. That was good.
Okay. A blast from the closet? No? What is it?
A private tutor.
A private tutor.
You were close,
I was
though.
close.
You were close.
A private tutor.
Yes.
All right.
Let's see.
Yeah.
What do you get when you cross a cow and a fruit?
A cow and a fruit.
Or a vegetable. I can tell you, this is another one of those
ambiguous,
technically of fruits, but everybody thinks it's a vegetable.
A moo something or other. A moo mushroom.
Oh.
A mushroom. That's neither a fruit or a vegetable.
Yes.
That's a fungus.
Yeah.
Tell me. I don't want to waste people's time.
A mucumber.
A mucumber.
Yes.
I love that. Yes. But you know what? It probably is a fruit. It's one of those ambiguous ones.
What?
Ambiguous ones. People think of it as a vegetable, I believe, most of the time.
I think of it as a
vegetable. But they could be wrong.
All right.
What's next?
What would happen if the U.S. switched to kilograms overnight?
Oh my God, everyone would be confused. All the cars would crash. All of the stocks would fall.
What kind of confusion would that be?
It would be milligram mayhem.
Oh.
No. It would be milehem. No. It would be Graham Central Station. It would be scented apocalypse. What?
Mass confusion.
But mass is just a function of. It's not specific to.
But it would be a confusion about mass.
Oh, confusion about mass. I understand. Sometimes I need a little bit of. I have a very specific way of looking at things with this brain.
All right.
Good things come from it.
All right.
But sometimes bad things come from it.
El Puppy also did the homework.
What's the homework?
I think writing an essay.
Oh,
maybe?
did we have a Wise January essay?
We do have a Wise January essay.
I want to share it.
That's a short, good one.
Okay.
From Abby and Drew.
Thank you, Abby and Drew. You guys are out of detention. You may go out into the sunshine. You may enjoy your picnic.
All right.
El Puppy's still in detention.
No, El Puppy's been out of detention.
El Puppy
for
did
ages.
not write a Why is January essay, as far as I can tell.
All right.
I don't think it's happening.
Why is January?
Yeah.
We needed a month to come before February.
True.
February wasn't meant to start the year because it was too nervous.
True.
January was more outgoing and wanted to be the leader.
True.
Leaders start things.
I like that.
I like that
Good
too.
job, you guys. That's excellent. I
Yes.
like how creative that is. I like how untraditional it was. It was
And
surprising to me.
February is a little bit shy.
Absolutely. So short.
It has
February's
shorter
sort of
numbers,
small.
fewer, yeah.
Feels a little insignificant and
Or
insecure.
a little insecure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Small does not have to mean insignificant.
No, that's true. I am
not
small,
at all.
and I am mighty.
Oh my gosh, is she ever? Look at this. She's even managed to look taller than I am, even though I'm a good 7 inches taller than she is. You wouldn't know it.
All right. What do you... Oh, cucumbers are a fruit. Peppers are a fruit.
Says who? Says who?
Well, says Megan, who's the one who told us.
She knows these things.
Yes.
We're going to consider her an authority. We're not going to challenge her.
Is an authority.
All right, who do we have here?
What's a pig that does karate?
I'm afraid I saw the joke.
Oh, this is a good one.
Yeah.
A pork chop.
Or it's a baconator.
No, pork chop.
Pork chop.
Pork chop.
Pork chop.
All right.
Have we reached the end?
I think that's all the jokes.
You guys.
Peppers are a fruit.
Yeah.
If it has a seed, it's a fruit, says El Puppy.
Hey, did anyone else cry at the end of the room, McCoys? Am I alone here? Did you feel a little emotion? Or was I so busy crying and interrupting the flow of the narrative that you could not make an emotional attachment to it? Or are you just so tough that you never cry at the end of books? I want to know. I want to know some things about you while we're waiting for more jokes to come in.
I will probably cry at the end of book 2.
Oh, that one gets you, huh?
That one gets me.
Book
and so
three.
Does book 3.
Book
really.
3 slays me. So today didn't do it for you, huh? Today didn't bring you to tears?
I think when it's chopped up into chapters like this,
Yeah.
I don't get
It's hard to get into the
flow of it.
emotional flow.
Yeah.
I understand that.
No,
All right. Okay.
All right.
All right. Here we go.
We have 4 minutes, you guys.
But we don't need
went
to
through the
use it
whole
just
agenda?
because we have it. We don't need to use it just because we have it. We don't need to use it just because we have it. That's a lesson to learn
How about
in life.
we go through the questions that we're going to post? Just read through them.
If you eat, if somebody serves you more food than you feel like eating, don't eat it.
I always eat it.
I'm just saying, you don't need to.
I always eat it.
This is what I want to say, you guys.
Oh, look.
What?
William's mom cried.
Oh, good for you, Alice. Thank you. Alice is an old friend. She probably cried just to make me feel good. Now, I want to show you something.
Oh, you know what? Some people cried because they were sad that it was the end of the book.
But we got another book starting on Monday, you guys.
Kylie was like, no.
Kylie, here's the thing. There's more McCoys.
Oh, look. El Puppy did the homework, and she posted it in the comments.
Oh, well, let us hear from El Puppy.
The month of January is named after the Roman god of doors.
Yes.
Janus.
Yes.
Because this month is the door to the new year.
Ooh, I like
Janus
that.
is also called the two-faced god. He represents all beginnings and possesses the ability to see the past and the future, which you guys would have learned. And did learn because you read the real McCoys, because I think that's what it said.
Yeah. Well, I think El Puppy said it with more elegance, more grace, more poise. What?
Sorry, I have an itch in my armpit.
Well, Robbie,
I was trying to slyly itch it, but I realized I was on video.
But I think by drawing attention to it, you made it more of a thing. You made it a thing.
Everybody, if you have an itch in your armpit, go ahead and
do it.
Now.
We'll all do it together.
Yep.
Even if you don't, do it so Robbie feels less conspicuous.
Yeah, thank you.
Or pretentious. That was a little pretentious.
It's not pretentious to itch your own armpit.
No, it isn't. It's the opposite actually. It's kind of lowbrow.
Right.
You guys, if anyone is feeling like they just want to march forth with more content before Monday, may I direct you to Meet Annabelle Adams. So this is Moxie's favorite book. It's also my favorite book. And I wrote this book, you guys. I wrote the entirety of Annabelle Adams Volume 1. And it's called Meet Annabelle Adams. And it is on our Real McCoys website. So if you want to go there and read it, it really is one of my favorite things I've ever written.
It's realmccoysbook.com.
We will post that link so you don't have to remember, but it is realmccoysbook.com. And you can go to Meet Annabelle Adams, and you can read all 17 chapters right there. Madcap hilarity results.
You have to kind of scroll down to get to chapter 1 and then work backwards.
There's a little menu on the side that you can use to just select chapter 1. So don't be thrown off. If it seems to start at chapter 17, don't start at chapter 17. That will ruin everything.
I would like to encourage some people before Super Fun Saturday to establish a Matthew fan club. Because
No. Matthew does not need or want anyone who does not come of their own volition looking for my kinship and approval. Matthew is a pillar of self-confidence and does not need your pandering, Robbie Bear. I think people sense that Robbie is a fractured, broken soul who needs lifting up, and I applaud you for that. Usually I have to shoulder that burden on my own, and having your assistance makes my life better.
Luckily, now that you have said that I'm the best so many times, which I appreciate.
Yes.
Matthew doesn't have to say it all those times.
That's right.
Throughout
I can
the rest
save
of the day.
my words for other things, like writing books. I got up super early this morning, you guys. I set my alarm for 5:30 because I'm working on a new project, and I'm super excited, and I made good progress, and I figured things out.
It's good, you guys.
Thank you.
I'm excited.
It is a 7-book project that all ties together into one story. I've never tried something like that before.
Poor Matthew.
Robbie read book 1 the other day, and she really liked it, and that gave me confidence to keep moving forward. So right now, I'm working on a document that's currently 25 pages long that's describing what happens
over the course of the 7 books.
In all 7 books. Yeah. So wish me luck. I'm going to keep doing it. I'm a little tired today because I got up so early, but I'm so excited about some of the things I figured out today. So this is how it works, you guys. Writing a book, writing a series of books, it takes a lot of work over a long period of time and lots and lots and lots.
Writing a series is a very different beast than just writing one book.
Yeah.
Because you have to be able to time stuff, and like stuff over here has to tie back into stuff over here. It's all very complicated.
Do you know what one of my favorite things is? That our friends and fans who are watching this and commenting seem to understand that they can hurt my feelings without hurting my feelings. They understand the dynamics. So Lamb and Turtle, Matthew, you can be
a lot. I believe you are correct, Lamb and Turtle.
Lamb and Turtle, you're the best. I really appreciate you. And let's see, I like you both a lot. I think that is a sincere comment from Kylie.
Thank you, Kylie.
Kylie consents. How much that means to me. Thank you, Kylie. I met Kylie at a school visit a couple of months ago.
That's right.
I got to shake her hand and give her a nod. And
I did too.
Yeah, but I think Kylie and I had a special connection, probably, Robbie. I don't know.
You probably
Maybe,
did.
I don't know.
All right.
Anyway, it was super nice to talk to you guys today. I think we're going to go.
We're going to go. Yeah, we're just talking about ourselves.
We're just
the whole
riffing.
time.
But it's so nice to see you guys.
Yes.
Be well.
Get ready for Super
Fun Saturday. Bring the content,
Woo!
You guys. You're in charge. No agenda, except I might have to write an agenda anyway. I wouldn't try not to write an agenda, but I'm probably going to write an agenda because what is life without an agenda, without a stated theme, without introductions? I don't even know what that would look like. To be continued, to be determined at another time. Robbie, you're great. You're the best. Everybody loves you.
Matthew, you can be a lot.
Oh, thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.
Oh, gosh. I always don't.
End of the